Oh, hello, friends. We are in the book of 1 John, and today we're reading from verses 5 to 10 of chapter 1. And in this passage, John begins to talk about God as light. Listen, verse 5: God is light, and in him is no darkness at all. If we say we have fellowship with him while we walk in darkness, we lie and do not practice the truth. But if we walk in the light, as he is in the light, we have fellowship with one another, and the blood of Jesus, his son, cleanses us from all sin. Walking with God is like walking in the light, the Apostle John says. And light is symbolic of truth, of purity, of glory. And John says if you walk with God, it's like you're walking in the light. And then he says in verse 8, if we say we have no sin, we deceive ourselves and the truth is not in us. Interesting, because I think what John is trying to do here, he's saying if you're walking in the light, then it's impossible for you to believe or imagine that you do not have any sin in your life. It seems to me that John is suggesting that the closer we walk with God and the more we walk in the light of him, the clearer we'll be able to see our own sin. I think that's kind of what he's saying. Now I did some decorating in our house a little while ago, and as you do with decorating, before you paint, you fill all the cracks and make the wall as smooth as you can, and then you paint over it, right? Now I painted one of our walls a quite light colour, and from a distance and in a certain kind of light, the wall looks perfect. It looks smooth, it looks clean, it looks straight, it looks perfect, right? As soon as you take any kind of light and shine it closely upon the wall, you start to see all kinds of cracks and blemishes where the filling's not been smoothed out, where I've not sanded it properly, some cracks that I haven't filled in. And I think that's kind of what the Apostle John is getting at here. He's saying as you walk with God in the light begins to shine upon all the cracks and upon all the blemishes in your life. And I think that should be the experience of somebody who is growing in maturity. The more you walk with God, the closer you get to him, the more you follow his light, the more easily you begin to see the cracks and blemishes in your own life. I don't know about you, but there are times when you look at your own heart and your own behavior and you just get so disheartened at how far off you are, at how far below or how far off from being what you should be you are. Now, I think perhaps when those moments come along, maybe they're a reason to be encouraged, because the more blemishes you're seeing in your own life, it probably means not that you're becoming a worse Christian or a more sinful person. It probably means that you're just getting closer to the light. You're just getting closer to the light. Now listen, so be encouraged if you're beginning to see more blemishes in your own life, all right? But don't be disheartened and don't feel condemned, because listen to what Paul says. If we say we have fellowship with one another, the blood of Jesus cleanses us from all sin. We're cleansed from all sin. We see the blemishes, but we're cleansed from it by the blood of Jesus. So walk in the light today. Allow God to shine his light upon the deepest parts of your heart. And when it reveals cracks and blemishes and sin, plead the blood again and give thanks for forgiveness. Bless you. We're going to see you tomorrow for our last reading in John.